Welcome to the first part of my China Aviation series, where I will show you a number of Chinese airlines, Chinese airports, and also a few interesting aircraft that can be found almost only in China. Today we look at Tibet Airlines, while flying on board their Airbus A319 NEO. Said that, hello from Dali Airport. Dali Airport in the Yunnan province lies on 2,150 meters above sea level, which is equal to 7,050 feet, and it was opened only in 1995. I'm booked in business class today, so I could use the dedicated check-in counter as online check-in was not possible for me in China. This business class ticket granted me access to the seemingly only lounge at this airport. And this lounge is landside, which means before security. Something to bear in mind if you should happen to travel from Dali. Considering the small size of the airport, this lounge is huge, including an outdoor area. However, the food and beverage offering was very limited, and cups of noodles were available upon request. So since I'm flying in business class, I have access to this lounge. Now, although I would say it's more like a VIP room or even a VIP terminal, there are several rooms. I don't know if it's for the different airlines, a different room or different status, I'm not quite sure. And I don't think it's a Tibet Airlines lounge, because at the entrance there was a big Air China sign actually. But it's pretty nice, quite cozy, not a huge food selection, but lots of soft drinks. And it seems I might even have an own VIP terminal security check. So I'll find out soon. And I also saw on the flightreview 24 app that it is indeed going to be an Airbus A319 NEO. Yes! I was so much hoping it's really happening, because aircraft changes happen, but not today for me. Eventually it was time for me to go through security. However, not to the priority one that I thought I could use, just the regular one. Well, fine for me. It wasn't busy anyway. And here is the colorful beauty of a rarity. The Tibet Airlines A319 NEO. Well, I didn't know there's an A319 NEO until a few months ago. And it seems it flies commercially only in China. The airport is quite small, with only about 6 gates and an adults-only section. Well, okay, that was misleading. So we are now delayed by at least 2 hours, it seems, due to weather, either in Chengdu or in Zhaotong. So I think we might even skip Zhaotong, so it will be a direct flight. Well, fine for me, at least we fly tonight. 2 hours delay means 2 hours of extra plane watching. Not too much traffic here, but at least interesting. Look at these next level comfort seats at this airport. Eventually, 2.5 hours delayed, my A319 NEO adventure begins. And it seems Zhaotong will not be skipped. Lucky me! The welcome was not overly excited, but wow, look at these beautiful uniforms. I think they are among the nicest I have seen so far. The colors of these two-seat layout business class seats are not quite my taste. The flight attendant unpacked the slippers for me that were in the seat pocket. A hot towel was served and a welcome drink followed momentarily. So far, this domestic business class is exceeding my expectations. A fluffy pillow was on my seat when I arrived, and a bottle of water was handed out as well. Here we have the Airbus A319 NEO safety card, and the N at the end of the type designation confirms the aircraft type. This is one of the most adjustable headrests I have seen in a while, even catering for my almost 2 meters of length. Overhead I find the reading lights and individual air fans. Since I'm in row number 2, this is how the legroom of the first row looks like. The economy class is in a 3-3 configuration, as expected on an Airbus A319. We are on our way to Zhaotong, or is it Zhaotong? I'm not sure. And then on to Chengdu. And I'm excited it worked out with the Airbus A319 NEO, as Tibet Airlines also have the classic A319 and A320s. On many routes, it would have been a lottery to get the A319 NEO, as equipment changes are quite common in China. However, this route between Dali and Chengdu seemed approximately 90% operated by the NEO, maybe because of the high altitude of the airport. So traveling to Dali to catch the flight from here was my safest bet to finally fly the Airbus A319 NEO. So welcome on board Tibet Airlines Airbus A319 NEO. 2.5 hours later than planned, but hey, I'm on board and that's the main goal. Well, that's what happens when you spend all your money on flights instead of new socks. The slippers have the Tibet Airlines colors on it, so I will probably take them home as a souvenir. The footrest seems a bit old-fashioned to me, especially on this brand new A319 NEO, but hey, why not? It actually feels good to reposition the legs like this. Let's quickly have a look at the seat recline. It's quite okay. This here is the main difference to the classic A319, the engine size. So like I said earlier, I thought that we might skip Zhaotong, but it seems we are not. And however, they had around 2 hours there anyway, so with a 2.5 hour delay, we might end up only with about half an hour delay in Chengdu, which is not too bad. What else do we have in the seat pocket? Let's see. And isn't that a lovely view? Check this out. So in my booking confirmation it said that no meal is being served, even in business class. I guess maybe because of the short flight, it's around 1 hour to Zhaotong and then another hour to Chengdu. It would be a pity, I would love to try out the Tibet Airlines food, but if there's none, then there's none. Well, anyway, food or no food, I'm on an Airbus A319 NEO, so I'm happy already. And just after I commented the catering, I was handed this package of nuts and berries. Not too exciting, and I actually do wish there was a bit more, as the flight may be only 1 hour to Zhaotong, but there are only 8 seats in business class. Surely enough time to complement the nuts with something more. This is the leg rest, and on the side I find additional storage space. The tray table can be found in the armrest, and unfolded it's actually quite large, as you can see. The sun is setting and we are about to approach Zhaotong, Zhaotong, the intermediate stop. Welcome to Zhaotong, a city I have never heard before and which has a population similar to that of New Zealand. Time to deplane the NEO and head to the terminal to wait for our continuation to Chengdu, providing another nice view of the aircraft. Transit passengers were given this badge, making sure we can get on board again. And I got a little present for my new Chinese friend I met at Dali airport. Already about 10 to 15 minutes later, it was boarding time again, reducing the 2.5 hours delay to approximately only 1 hour. Hello. Back on my very same seat, I was provided another hand towel. Back on board the Airbus A319. And there's a new pair of slippers and a water bottle in my seat pocket. Another welcome drink is served too, so I'm getting all these little perks twice for the price of one ticket. Lovely. It was a little bit stressful because according to the local laws, everybody had to leave the aircraft even when they continue to Chengdu like me, and also all the luggage had to be taken out of the cabin. So basically I went to the terminal, 5 minutes later, get back again for boarding, which is good, so we are catching up some time. Business class got quite a bit fuller. So I have one of only 2 empty seats in this business class cabin, which is, by the way, in a 2-2 configuration with a total of 8 seats. So 2 rows. And since there was not really food served before in the business class, I was actually lucky. During this short transit here in Zhaotong, I met a lady that I met also before in Dali, and she gave me a little present. A little cake for me to eat. How nice is that? And we are off again. Another hour to Chengdu. During the flight, a fear of flight video was shown, explaining turbulences. A pretty nice idea, I would say. I got another bag of mixed nuts and berries, which was again the only solid catering provided. So we are already approaching Chengdu. I wanted to do a loo review, but I don't have time for that, and actually the seatbelt sign was never switched off. So, I mean, most of you have seen an airplane toilet before, either by yourself or in one of my videos, so I don't think it's gonna be a huge miss if I'm not gonna check it out. Why I am so obsessed with this Airbus A319 NEO. Well, most of you AF geeks at least know that there's the Airbus A320 NEO, the Airbus A321 NEO, and all its variants. However, if you want to fly an Airbus A319 NEO as a regular passenger, you actually have to come to China to do that. Well, at least by now, 2024, China is the only place where you can find the Airbus A319 NEO. I'm not quite sure if they're actually produced in China or not, or whether they are coming from Toulouse in France from Airbus, or if it's Airbus China. Anyway, this was my chance, and I was very much hoping it's going to be an Airbus A319 NEO, and it is. We have landed at Chengdu Shuangliu Airport, the older of the two airports in Chengdu. The other airport, Chengdu Tianfu, you will see in one of my upcoming China Aviation episodes. Consider subscribing to my channel, not to miss it. This was it, my Tibet Airlines A319 NEO flights. A highlight for me, and a big box ticked off my to fly list. Thank you for watching, see you next time. Bye for now.